A millionaire CEO thought he was just tossing his leftovers to a hungry girl on the street. He had no idea that this small act of kindness would circle back in a way that saved his entire business from collapse. Late one night, after leaving a fancy restaurant, the CEO stepped into his limousine. His mind was weighed down with endless problems, declining sales, angry investors, and the looming fear of bankruptcy. Just as he was about to shut the car door, he noticed a young girl, no older than 12, sitting on the curb with hollow eyes, clutching her stomach. Without much thought, he handed her the bag of leftovers from his untouched meal. To him, it was nothing. To her, it was survival. She whispered a shaky, "Thank you," and for the first time in months, the hardened CEO felt something stir inside him. He drove away, unaware that this fleeting moment would return to him in ways he could never imagine. The CEO's company was on the verge of disaster. Competitors were eating away at his market, employees were losing faith, and major partners were pulling out. Every solution he tried seemed to fail. He spent sleepless nights in his office, drowning in worry, snapping at staff, and watching his empire crumble. News headlines were calling his downfall inevitable. The pressure was unbearable, and he began to wonder if his life's work had all been for nothing. Just when it seemed like there was no hope left, a strange turn of fate began to unfold. Weeks later, the CEO attended a charity event he hadn't even wanted to go to. He sat at a table, lost in thought, when a young girl approached the microphone on stage. It was the same hungry girl he had once given food to. But this time, she wasn't weak or starving, she was standing tall, confident, and speaking about a small community project she had started. She explained how she gathered struggling kids and taught them simple but creative skills to earn money. Her words were raw and powerful, and the audience gave her a standing ovation. The CEO felt a jolt. This girl, whom he had once dismissed as insignificant, carried a spark he desperately needed for his own sinking company. After the event, he met the girl and learned her story. She had lived on the streets, surviving on scraps, but that one meal gave her the strength to keep going. With time, she found others like her and slowly built a network of resilience. The CEO realized she had something his billion-dollar team lacked: authenticity, creativity, and the ability to inspire trust. With her insight, he started reshaping his company. She introduced ideas that connected his brand directly to ordinary people's lives, reminding him of the power of human connection. Slowly, the tides began to turn. Investors returned. Customers reconnected. The company found new life. The millionaire CEO, once arrogant and cold, was humbled by a hungry girl who had nothing yet gave everything. His company not only recovered but soared to new heights, built now on real purpose instead of greed. And beside him stood the girl who had saved it all, not with money or power, but with vision and heart. The CEO finally understood that success is not measured by what you keep for yourself but by what you give and inspire in others. The world remembered him not for his wealth, but for the lesson he learned from the girl he once gave leftovers to. If this heartwarming story moved you, like, comment, and share it with others. Subscribe to Human Fables for more inspiring tales that touch the soul.